Apparently,
Charlie Kirk's a casualty of war.
Enough is enough.
Hello, viewers. Join me as I make a reaction with these St. Andrews videos. In this particular video contest is a deeper analysis, deeper fact and facts surrounding Charlie Kirk's assassinations. In this particular video that I want to react, St. Andrews threw a deeper light of analysis of the things, of the facts and factors surrounding the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Wonderful viewers, you know how we do it here. I will want us to watch this video together, and after it, we jointly react over it and share our personal own views. Do not forget, once again, if you are just coming across our video for the first times, we only ask you to help us in like, sharing, and subscribing to our channel. Let's dive into the video.
an entire culture of people who apparently crave a second American Civil War. Now, before I provide examples for you, I want to be clear. Calls to violence and cheers of violence are not the sole domain of any tribe, group, political party, camp, etc. But today, the right is claiming that calls to violence, extremism, etc., and the shooting of Charlie Kirk are part of a liberal disease. It's those woke lefties who are the ones who have dehumanized. It's their violent rhetoric which caused the killing. We saw this claim just recently with White House Deputy Chief of Staff Stephen Miller when he tweeted that our institutions are infected with wicked ideology, threatening our children, society, civilization. Now, anyone who understands the power of language, the nuances of language, realizes that this is holy crusade messaging, and it has a purpose. It's designed to prime this country for a right-wing takeover of the culture. After all, anybody who is not part of the righteous right is an enemy. They're an enemy of religion. They're an enemy of freedom. They're an enemy of America. Those who dare to speak dissent, they are traitors.
The left has been saying put a bullseye on Trump, a bullseye on his supporters.
Charlie Kirk's a casualty of war. We're in this country. We are.
They are at war with us. Whether we want to accept it or not, they are at war with us. And what are we going to do about it?
Now, the assassination of Charlie Kirk must be condemned without hesitation. Of course, this morning an arrest was made, a suspect is in custody, and whoever's responsible should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. And yet Charlie Kirk's murder does not make him a martyr or a hero. It doesn't mean Charlie Kirk was a good person. And yet moments after he was fatally shot in the neck at Utah Valley University on the 10th of September, his name immediately became deified. Charlie Kirk has been a convenient poster boy, yet another excuse for the righteous right to declare holy war upon the wicked, anybody who disgusts them. Maybe you saw that press conference with South Carolina Representative Nancy Mace.
Enough is enough. And now I have to deal with real safety concerns. It sounds like the shooter was a tranny or pro-tranny. And just because I want to protect women, that I'm worried about getting murdered? Are you fucking kidding me?
Florida Representative Anna Paulina Luna blamed everybody who sounded the warning about fascism in this country. She said they're the problem. She used Charlie Kirk's murder as an opportunity to rant about her pet outrages, and she says the opponents of fascism are the hate they claim to fight.
All right, looking at the whole scenario, my wonderful viewers, looking at all the analysis that St. Andrews
in these his wonderful videos has been able to be outlining. How do we describe this whole scenario? How do we come to the acknowledgement that all this whole scenario was manipulated by the left? Like Trump also tweeted, he said that the left are radical and that the left are the ones that is behind the assassination of Charlie Kirk. Also, looking at the tweet of Reps Ann, he said they are the hate they claim to fight. Wonderful viewers, let's still also continue in watching this video to get more details about this analysis.
President Donald Trump wasted absolutely no time. Again, with no suspect found or named at that time, he said the radical left was responsible.
For years, those on the radical left have compared wonderful Americans like Charlie to Nazis and the world's worst mass murderers and criminals. This kind of rhetoric is directly responsible for the terrorism that we're seeing in our country today.
Interestingly, Trump ordered all American flags to be lowered to half-mast. This is something he has never done. He certainly didn't do it after the murder of prominent Democrats Minnesota State Representative Melissa Hortman and her husband Mark. When Trump was asked if he was going to reach out and speak with Tim Walz, the governor of Minnesota, after that terrible murder, he blew it off. He said, it's a waste of time. It wasn't a waste of time for Donald Trump to pardon the insurrectionists of January 6th.
Hold the line! Hold the line! Hold the line!
Those perpetrators of violence were very special, and they were worthy of his love. Only the treasonous left can be agents of chaos, injury, and death. And using the halls of power, Trump is speaking and behaving in increasingly militarized language about punishing the enemy. And his followers are certainly lining up alongside him or behind him for battle. Social media is loaded with memes like this one, an AI depiction of an indignant and angry red-eyed Donald Trump in front of the American flag. And if this seems suspiciously Adam Sutler-esque, you're not crazy, you're just paying attention. We have Orwellian warnings all around us, from tanks in the streets to the American Gestapo grabbing people off the streets to the golden statues and imposing banners of Dear Leader. Guys like Matt Forney called Charlie Kirk's assassination libtard stochastic terrorism. And the American Reichstag fire, referring to the fire that took place in Germany's Reichstag building 4 weeks into Adolf Hitler's reign as chancellor. The always reliable Elon Musk called the left the party of murder. Again, the shooter's identity was unknown at the time, and yet he blamed it on the murderous left and said if they won't leave us in peace, then our choice is to fight or die. 3 guesses as to who he means by they.
All right, my wonderful viewers. From the video of St. Andrews analysis, you and I are seeing most of the fact that St. Andrews is being raised in this particular video about the assassinations of Charlie Kirk. For example of the fact that St. Andrews has been raising on this particular video is this particular one before my screen. Elon Musk said, if they would leave us in peace, then our choice is to fight or die. Now we ask, who are they? Also, from the fact that St. Andrews listed or shown in the video that we just watched, in my own reaction, it shows President Donald Trump declaring the left that the left are radicals, that the left are the ones behind the assassinations of Charlie Kirk. Now, Elon Musk in this particular tweet said if they, from point of view, they that Elon Musk is addressing here, like Seth Andrews said, are also same as the left. But looking it in the full context of it, what are the main motives of the left if peradventure they be the one behind the assassination of Charlie Kirk? What are their main motive? What are they fighting for? What are the message are they planning to pass across? Like one of the Twitter tweeted, are they planning of declaring war? What are their main motives? All these things called for an actions, called for to be looking into and take a proper studies and more analysis to know what is fueling such level of grievances. Why will Charlie Kirk be scapegoat, the left? Why will Charlie Kirk's life be cut short because of what he stands for? Africa is a democratic nation, and in the rulership and in the system of democratic, in the rulership of democratic system, it is freedom of speech. I believe and trust that each and every citizen of America should exercise their franchise of freedom of speech. Charlie Kirk of blessed memory, I am yet to come across any of his past video preachings that he's truth on other people's parts. He is a man of peace and one that stands in uprightness, who caution evils and stand in peace. Why would the left see Charlie Kirk as the target?